New at 9, we usually expect firefighters to rescue cats out of trees, but in Lebanon, the script was flipped. Melissa Stroup heard kitten cries and discovered a neighborhood cat had her babies in a storm drain. Lebanon police officer Courtney Aval didn't think twice before diving into a manhole to pull the kittens out. Now, the police department reposting these pictures from Melissa, and now the 4 babies and Mama Gizmo, they are all safe and warm.